let's have a look at the parts to put this thing back together. We've already looked at the oil cooler, which we've already installed. Let's see, we need one water outlet O-ring. It's actually the inlet to the vertical cooler, vertical EGR cooler. Then we've got some extra washers for the fuel lines and or turbo line if needed. We may not need those because the turbo hardware kit, it comes with a whole boatload of these washers. Should be enough to do the entire setup. We'll look and see. If we don't need those, we'll take them back to parts. Then we've got 2 bolts that go to the bracket for the E-Dock. And we've got 2 bolts that go to the EGR supply pipe from the right-hand up pipe. Turbo pedestal gasket, which is that number there. Excuse me. Turbo pedestal gasket is that number there. We've got a steering shaft bolt. Two power steering Teflon seals. This is cab off, those 2 are for the cab off. Then we've got a EGR cooler gasket. This is from the vertical to the horizontal. Throttle body gasket. Bolts the throttle body to the intake. That's the little O-ring that goes under the oil filter standpipe. That's the extra gasket when we took the right hand up pipe completely out the vehicle, so this will go down to the manifold. The other 2 gaskets are inside the turbo supply kit. They go from the up pipes back up to the turbo. This is the downpipe gasket from the turbo. This is the up pipe to EGR supply gasket on the right hand up pipe. And then we've got 3 retaining nuts that hold the right hand up pipe to the exhaust manifold. Then we've got our high pressure fuel pump. It doesn't come with a gasket, so this is the gasket set. It comes with new lines, zip ties, instruction sheet. Gasket. Very important to get a new gasket when you get a pump. It will not come with a pump. And on this one we got a primary tensioner and belt because ours was in dire need of replacement. And then we've got our high pressure pump, core on said pump, some antifreeze, cleaned up the cover so it's all ready set to go, cleaned up the pedestal, and we're ready to install this overall. So this is a really nice pump. I like it. It's got an insane amount of volume. So we've got 3 pistons. 1, 2, 3. It pumps an incredible amount of fuel. We've got fuel in, fuel return, pressurized fuel to each head. This is the pressure valve. And you can always tell, when in doubt, you can always figure it out, which valve's which. This is the volume control valve, and it's really easy to spot because it's got 2 tiny little bolts and a tiny little flange holding it to an aluminum body. Whereas this guy is a large threaded in to the pump casting to control pressure, 30,000 pounds or less. Then this is our transfer pump, kind of like a CP3. So we're taking really low pressure, bringing it in here. This has got a vane style pump, like in a transmission pump. And it boosts it up to about 150 pounds and then sends it into the pump itself to be pressurized and sent out to the injectors. Does not come with a gear. And it's a press fit. You see that taper on there? And that is left-hand thread. So you have to be careful. So you gotta pop our gear off. And I've just taken the bolt and taken the washer off of it. Thread it down pretty close. This is violent. When this gear comes off of here, you know about it. And we're gonna press that off. And you can put this gear on upside down, but I mean it's easy to figure out which way to go. It's got this big, shoulder here, which goes down. It's just press fit. There's no key in it. And then, like I said, it's left-hand thread.